加了我杯呢，这是我们电影. While it may sound strange, the origin of tea was actually in China more than 5,000 years ago. Let's see how.
Married to King Charles II, Princess Catherine Braganza of Portugal grew up drinking tea regularly, and when she came to England, she brought this tradition with her. Tea drinking became prevalent with the upper class.
Before the introduction of tea in England, the English had two main meals, breakfast and dinner. Anna the Duchess of Bedford suffered a sinking feeling every day in the late afternoon between the two meals. At 5 o'clock, Anna invited her friends for afternoon tea at Belvoir Castle. The menu included cakes, little sandwiches, mixed sweets, and of course, tea. The Duchess sent cards to her friends asking them to join her for tea and a walk in the fields. This is where the tea ritual began.
While the tea ritual became immensely popular with the higher classes, the high tariff and monopoly by the British East Trade Company forbade the lower classes from purchasing tea. Yes, £20, thank you. Here, let me get your tea bag, thanks.
Thank you, my darling.
Have a good afternoon.
Tea, being the new signature of the rich, became a highly demanded commodity in society. But it was an expensive good, and thus not everybody could afford it, so they found other means of attaining it.
By 1750, annual tea imports reached over £4.5 million in weight. The later 18th century estimated that more tea was bought illegally, which shows the importance of tea to the common people as they were willing to obtain tea through whichever means necessary. Tea smugglers were eventually put to rest when tea was finally made more available to everyone, regardless of rank.
Were highly exploitative to the Indians.
For a period of 15 years, the British East India Trade Company held the sole right to trade. The company had 125 shareholders who helped create the monopoly of tea instituted in Britain. The company was so affluent that it had £72,000 worth of capital at the beginning.
Chutty, you stole my tea! Blimey, what you thinking is my tea? Oh, good. Tea is a great example of empire, trade, and economy. Britain utilizes its imperial powers over India in order to achieve the great success that the British East India Trade Company achieved. As for the trade, tea became such a sought-after commodity that it even replaced liquor in popularity and became the national beverage. Economically, tea, as you have seen, was highly lucrative, and people were more than willing to pay for their fix of tea. But above all this, tea shows the influence foreign culture can have on a country, ultimately transforming the social habits of London forever. Tea was, and is, the staple activity for not just the rich, but the poor as well, and symbolizes an important identity of England itself.